Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Knock, knock. Hey, there's star makers. Don't mind me, old man Jack, just popping in. Now, I know you may be asking yourself a question. You're like, self. And I'm like, yes. You're like, what am I doing here? What's old man Jack going to do? Why is it so quiet? Is he going to flip out?
Always.
No, not today. Today is actually, if you're doing me a favor, helping me scratch this itch I've had for several years here. In fact, anyone who's got the opportunity to kind of come hang out with me at my live over the last few years, you've seen me maybe do an episode or two of what I refer to as Out of the Box interviews with Old Man Jack. It's something I've been filming for the last couple of years, just trying to, solve this puzzle that this Star Maker is for all of us. In reality, I find this curiosity I just can't get past of what is this place? What makes this place go? What drives people here? What keeps people here? I'm pretty sure it's not Daddy Star Maker up there. I don't think it's this sprinkle of stardust around here. I think it's us. I think it's this community. And I've been dying to find out more about us, but the only issue is obviously I keep this big wall around me, and I have this natural, believe it or not, fear of talking to, to strangers, for no better word. But I'm going to use this platform, this opportunity, if you don't mind, to talk to some strangers. Maybe people I know. I've done this out-of-the-box interviews with 39 different people, but that's not even scratching the surface. And I've realized that when I'm going back into that pool to try and get some more interviews in, I don't know enough of us. I don't know enough about you guys. And if you don't mind, I'd love you to join here. I have a stack of questions handwritten by yours truly. And we're going to do a little version, let's say a cut down version out of the box. I'd love for anybody who would like the opportunity to take a seat with me right now and answer my questions. They're going to be very intense questions, heartbreaking questions, ground-shaking questions like that I'm not going to tell you yet. But if you don't mind, I'd love for you to do this with me. The more of us we have doing this, the more we can learn about it. The more I can actually possibly maybe put a little clip show together of all the different responses. But who knows? For now, it's just, I'm curious. And if you don't mind, help me with my curiosity.
All right, let's go.
So, is the answer yes?
Yes.
I hope so. Because if not, we're still here and I'm just talking and you're sitting there looking at me and I'm looking at you and I'm like, hey, I thought we were going to do an interview here. And you're like, man, I'm just here for the snack bar. And I assure you it's a pretty good snack bar. Help yourself to the fridge while you're here, of course.
I do have a snack bar.
Hands off the second shelf. Those are my num-nums. You cannot have those. I'm looking at you. Don't mind me. Gotta get my readers
honey buns?
on.
Good shit.
Oh, finally. Sorry.
All right, let's go.
Colorblind and all. So I'm going to go down the line. Certain one of these questions I'm going to give you a little more time to answer. Other ones are going to be fast-paced. I'm going to try and give us a hand signal to tell you that I'm going to get ready to ask the next question.
Yes.
I wish it could be like one of those books back in the day where it's like, this monkey will cry when you're supposed to turn the page of the Jungle Book. Those who get that. But so let's go ahead and get started. I'll give you a few moments. Catch your breath. You're fine.
Me catch my breath? You're the one talking.
What was that? No, you can use the bathroom now or later. Hell, you can stop the thing. I'm not going to stop you. Go tinkle.
Should I take you with me? I'm trying to get banned again.
Sorry, I don't mean to rush you. So, let's get started. Let's go out of the box. Come on. You, me, right now. It's just you and me talking. No one else is here. Just an old friends chitty chat. Chit chat from old friends or new friends. Old friends, no friends. Maybe we're not even friends at all. And if we're not friends, I don't know why you're joining this. But let's go ahead and get started. First thing first, will you just, even though I know in your mind, you can see your little tag right there, you know who you are, but will you introduce yourself to me, to us, to this process? Don't go crazy in government names if you don't want to. Obviously, a name that we can recognize you by.
I don't know nobody, IDK, or go fuck yourself.
Name.
Or orphan.
Favorites. Okay, I didn't hear it. You're right.
You heard it. Go fuck yourself.
And I apologize.
That's me.
When did you download Star Maker? Like when and what was the reason? What brought you here? How long ago was it?
2 years. And I downloaded it because I was told it was an easy way for me to record and save music to share with my friends and family. So that's what I did at first. Now I'm just going to stare at you until you're ready. Oh, you want to know why I wanted to share music?
That's not uncommon. A lot of people actually that's kind of the process to get here. Where are you from? I used to do this thing called Map of the Stars, where I'd put these little pins every time I'd meet somebody and a little map, and it'd give me a good visual representation of the reach that we make on this Star Maker. But yeah, not exact address, of course. No, like city, state, country, anything like that.
Originally Washington, D.C., and now I live in Pennsylvania.
We have a few others from there.
Amish country.
You know, there's a few regions I have not seen anybody of, but no, we have I want to say the most popular that I've run into. Texas, UK just has this place on lock. I mean, it's unbelievable. But just the people I interact with, of course. Excuse me, get nervous sometimes.
It's just IDK, don't worry.
What families have you been a part of since you've
Oh,
been
God.
here? Like one cruise, obviously we all rode deeply in these little sectors and circles, but sometimes they transition, change over. What cruise have you been part of?
Too
Families?
many to count. Started with Studio Vibes, went to Starfuckers, then Insanity, Vizkill, back to Insanity, Universal Music Lovers. I was in Rage and Love and Lights for an hour each, I
What's
think.
the best shape?
There isn't one.
The best shape? Like what is it? Not your favorite, the
Shape.
best one. Like what's that? Like is it an octagon? Is it a circle? What's the best shape?
No. There's no,
I disagree entirely.
what is it?
You know why. But like, then again, hey, you know, if it's in your mind, that's the best shape. I mean, of all the shapes to choose, that's the one. Okay, we're moving on.
Okay. Still don't know yours.
If you could bring one mythical beast into reality, and that mythical beast is not only real, but it has a sustainable numbers to survive in society. So I don't even mean endangered. We're not even talking like a fucking giant panda here. We're talking what mythical beast would you take from fantasy, quote unquote, to reality and bring to this world in a sustainable number? It's very important.
I want a dragon. Like a fire-breathing dragon. I'd so fucking ride one. And a profanity. Would you ride a dragon? I'd make him love me. At least for a little
Okay.
bit.
Sounds dangerous.
It
I'm
is.
just saying, sustainably, they'd be everywhere. Like everywhere. Like guard the sky, the ground. Can you imagine like the news reports? Oh, another one of these mythical beasts just out there running rampant in the wild. Poaching, you know, you'd hate to have poaching, but I wonder what they taste like.
You
Is that
don't
too
eat
much?
the dragon.
Curiosities, though. I mean, I told you in the beginning, I'm a very curious person.
Do you eat the dragon?
When you first came to the app, was there anyone who, like, really helped you? Kind of like I think since there's no instruction manual here, you know, it's very. I find a lot of us kind of like find mentors or people that just kind of guide us through the sound settings or just, you know, the inner works. Did you have somebody who was kind of helped you figure this place out?
No. No, I've pretty much figured it out for myself, through trial and error. But I think that there should be, there should be a way of. They should do more when it comes to the instruction manual part of it.
You know, in reality, I think it's one of the most important things here. I mean, I can't speak high. I owe so much to people like Jenny, just Jenny from Haven, B, obviously.
her.
Just, you know, I mean, without those people around us, kind of keeping us grounded in reality and also helping us figure this place out without too much, you know, I can't tell you my Google search history of how to work Star Maker. I remember when I first came out here, I thought emojis were like code. So I was really Googling all the emojis to see if people were speaking in code I didn't know about. Turns out they're just emojis for
They're also
actions that the
code.
emoji
They
looks
do
like
code.
it's doing. So no secret code that I know of, unless you know something I don't.
Yeah.
Does your family know about Star Maker? Like family, friends? What do you tell them when you go sneak off into whatever room in your house, which you might sing in? In fact, that would be a great one. What's your family and friends, you know, directly, indirectly, what I affectionately call civilians, what's their opinion on this place, on Star Maker? And where do you sing in your house? Like, do you have a sing spot, your favorite spot, like the garage, the bathroom, something along those lines? Is there somewhere you like to go to get your, you know, to sneak away, to be alone, to be social?
To be alone, to be social. My daughter knows. I don't have much family anymore, but my daughter actually has an account on here. She doesn't sing on it very much. I think she's only posted one cover, but she joined so that way she could come and listen to me. She's away at school, And I sing in my bathroom. I used to sing in my car, and then I got my own place by myself now. And for some reason, I still sneak
Yeah,
away
we all
to
have
the
our spots. You know, I
scary
find it
spot,
so strange.
It's
I
not
call it
just scary.
socially alone. You know, we're all trying to find quiet places in our world to go be social. Like it's so wild. I don't know if there's really anything in the world that hits every like. I mean, from the vulnerability you have from singing to the, to these deep relationships you have, these camaraderies that you think might last forever, these heartbreaks. You know, there's so much here that comes. Like it's amazing and I'm always kind of curious what the outside world thinks of us. Are they
Oh, my
just
neighbors think
'cause
I'm a
all they
rock
hear
star.
is our a cappella voices coming from strange corners of the household, if there's anyone at all. So I mean, it's I've always joked with my roommates over the years and been like, hey, it sounds a lot better with music. Okay.
Much better.
Because I can't get a single person to download this app. It's like asking them to go to the moon.
I've gotten a lot of people. A lot.
One thing that I think it was
Go ahead.
great, like so influential in like my experience here was the rooms. Those 24-hour-a-day jam rooms at any point in time. You can go sneak away, go pop in there, sing with strangers, sing with friends, learn songs, get instant feedback. Do you have a favorite jam room, like a room that you like to go to the most, or maybe in the past? Because obviously rooms aren't quite as prevalent since there's so many of them nowadays. Is there a place in the past you used to go to all the time that you miss?
Rooms, not so much. Your room, the underground. I love anytime I see somebody's in there, I pop in because I know that if they're in the underground, they're going to be good. Same thing with Savage Society. Their rooms are usually really great. And
Yeah, I've always had a few rooms over the years. Not so much anymore, honestly. Right now, it's a little harder to find. Like right now, I mean, there's certain rooms you can kind of tell, but it's so hard to find them. At least in my opinion, it's very difficult to kind of access the rooms since we're so spread apart, and even the rooms are going. You have rooms that like in the back when I used to love jamming, like the Viper Room or like Take the Stage or Sincerely Anonymous, where I cut my teeth. Where we'd set out that what we call the bat signal in the sky, and 20 of us would end up in that room before you knew it. This room called the Oasis was probably one of my favorite jam houses. Nowadays it's more I look for individuals. It's a bit trickier now.
that's it.
My opinion.
Click on their faces.
Have you met anyone from any of their star makers? Have you actually had broken down that invisible wall and sat down side by side, had a drink, hug, handshake, a fuck? I mean, it's profanity. But no, have you met any of us? Any of the other star makers? So who have you met?
No. I've met one person, and they drove 7 hours, I think, to meet me. And it was great. We went out. We had a good time. Went to in real life karaoke. Got some people to join Star Maker while I was there. Unfortunately, it didn't work out like relationship wise. But yeah, he's fun. He's cool. Great musician. Still on Star Maker. Still see him all the time.
Yeah, I think I've met six.
Slut.
One of my favorites was I had dear friends of mine, J Law and Incognito.
I just
come
saw
out
that video.
Cross country from Missouri and Tennessee. Came out to Washington State where I am, and I lived on the coast. And we had my underground. And I had the really nice, cool stage set up in there, and well, not actual stage, figurative stage. But 2 nights in a row, we got to have them back-to-back days, and we did like 2-3 hour shows. All 3 of us sitting together. It was really fucking cool.
I
And
just
G
saw
nights.
part of that.
Don't see him around as much anymore, but he was the first one I met, or the first one I really kind of sang with side by side. And that was something really special when you get the opportunity to stand side by side with one of us.
G-Night's amazing.
And see that person for the first time, but not, it's like re-meeting them opposed to meeting them. If you haven't, I really recommend it. But it's it makes this place a little more tangible, a little more real. What do you think if you have an opinion on, like, let's say something that people around here focus way too much on, and then something they don't focus enough on? Because obviously there's no secret the Star Maker has a handful of let's say rough days around here. People obviously we're all the huddled bunch of broken masses, an island of misfit toys scrambling around together. So of course there's going to be emotions. But yeah, what do you think people focus on too much around here?
Money.
And what would you like to see them focus more on?
The music. I hate that everything seems to be gift based and not as much complimenting the musician itself. There's amazing fucking singers here, amazing, better than I've ever heard anywhere, and not enough credits given to them. So, Star Maker, get your shit together, please. That's it. That's all I'm going to say about it. You ready to speak?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's always important because we always can focus on the negative. It's really easy to do that in life. Focus on the things that hurt us, the things that we don't like. But I've always found if you're not looking for a solution, all you're doing is pointing out the obvious.
I have a solution.
Pointlessly complaining about things you don't like. So I think it's important. We should be eyeing things on what we should focus on more. Things that are more beneficial, Which brings me to I live my life by to keep myself motivated, keep myself going, to keep myself fighting through the current of life. As goals, as things I want to feel good about, accomplishments. And I think this place has a lot of them capable of doing. Is there anything you've done here that either A, you are really surprised you're able to do? Something that maybe you look back on and go, wow, in the beginning I could have never done that. Or something you wanted to work for and you accomplished, like a goal, something, you set out to do and you went out and got it. And you had that moment of going, whether it was alone in a room or with friends, going, I fucking got that. And if not, is there something out there that you're really right now trying to get, that, this app brings?
I would see the one thing that really, I rap now, and I never thought I would be able to. And my musical tastes have changed when it comes to my singing. I've always liked all kinds of different music, but about a year ago I lost my voice, and I couldn't sing like Celine Dion anymore or Whitney Houston, and so I switched it up and I went to Pearl Jam and shit like that. And then
it's tricky though. It is. I understand. Not everyone is streamlined focused. I sometimes wish I could turn that fucking off. It's a big thing I'm trying to focus on. Part what I'm doing this. I want to go back to doing things I just really enjoyed. I don't think everything has to have purpose. And for so long there, I felt like everything I was doing here had to have a purpose. Now, I'll pre-emphasize this first and foremost, as I'm sure you know, and anyone who knows, I am not Star Maker. I'm not Daddy Star Maker. I'm not an official. I don't work for them. This is just for me. If anything, this is for me and Profanity Radio, the independent production company that we've created to highlight what we do here, what this place is, to shine a light on it a little bit higher. Because I'm pre-emphasizing that because in reality, this is the part where we could spend all day on these because everyone can point out things they don't like. But again, finding resolution in those is the key. And finding consistency to get the things that we need to get corrected around here is important. It's one thing for one of us to send a random message, emotionally upset about things that we wish fixed, which brings me to, if Star Maker could correct one thing that you're like, man, I really wish they had this, or this function was maybe worked differently, or something you wish they could add. What would that be? Is there a function currently that they one that you think they could either correct, fix, and then another one they could add?
The duets.
If you don't have any, that's fine. But
when you sing a duet,
I'm sure we all do.
When you sing a duet in the party rooms, the person who cues up the song can't hear the other person, and that's sad. One of my favorite duets that I did in the party room was actually with you. And thank God I took a screen recording of it, and I still have it because I wanted to be able to hear us together, and it was great. But I wish that they would fix that. Yeah. An ad? I don't know. They've added everything, haven't they? What's next? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that. It's going to be a pretty common one. I'm hoping to get as many people to join this as possible so we can not just find out about each other, because I'm encouraging you guys not just to go back and go through these. Watch these, See, you never know. Someone you might have been hanging out with every day. I'm hoping some people I know join this so I can actually learn more about, the little things that we tend to skip over and clean past. And I assure you with this question in particular, I'm going to kind of tally them and see if we get some inconsistencies so we can do our best to make our make the biggest wake to get some correction for the things we wish, or things maybe that they don't realize that they need to add, that they haven't.
Preach it, Daddy Star Maker.
Now let's take a break.
All right.
Look, we're halfway through. That wasn't that bad, was it? Come on. You've made it.
Could be worse.
Now, I don't know if you've answered these questions. Hell, you could have been belittling me this entire time. I hope you haven't been. But, and I hope I haven't been talking over you. It's a bit tricky. This isn't the easiest thing to do in the world, but nothing quite like spending the afternoon talking to yourself alone by yourself in a room of yourself, looking directly at yourself. Am I right?
I'm looking at you.
So,
But of course you can't see me.
I got my last little stack of questions.
Until
These
now,
are hard
when I
hitters.
posted.
Okay? So I'm gonna want you to really just, separate yourself from emotions when I ask these ones. Okay?
You're right.
Because these are ones that are really important to obviously just get that. What's your gut reflex?
It's good shit.
What would you say, in your opinion, would be the scariest animal ever to walk up on? We're talking natural habitat, back alley, street, backyard of your house, your room. What would be the animal that you're like, fuck that noise, profanity? Like, is there one in particular that you've thought that kept you up at night? Because I know I have one, and a few of us might know. I don't want to be a teaser. Chimpanzees. Chimpanzees are the worst fucking animals in the world. Profanity. If they could be wiped off the face of the earth, that's okay. Sorry, I get a little excited. But what would yours be? What would you say the scariest animal in the world would be to come up on? Not necessarily like the biggest, baddest one, but the one if you just turn the corner and there it is, staring at you in the face with his chimpanzee eyes, his chimpanzee hands, getting ready to just bite off your junk. Sorry. Carry on.
Spiders. Don't like a spider. I just noticed that you're wearing shorts. Thank God. For a second there, I thought you had no pants on. I was going to say something, and I didn't. But now I have, so can't really rewind this, can I? Can't go backwards. Fuck. Chimpanzees. Are they prevalent where you're at? You're in Washington, right? You just pop out of the corner? Yeah, spiders. No, fuck a spider.
Okay. Well, that's fair. That's fair.
Texas spiders.
Well, unless you just answered this, the next question is very important. Giant spiders. Why?
Nope. Exactly.
Giant spiders.
See you
Why?
later. Makes no sense.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Why? What? Huh? No.
Nope.
Burn them. Set that move. Giant spiders. No. I think that's the correct answer. Yeah. Nope. No, it's okay. We'll just move past that, okay? We just got to know.
Scared me with that one.
Giant spiders. Ain't having you. Not today. Not never. Loop, swoop, and pull. Or bunny ears.
Loop, swoop, and pull.
Loop, swoop, and pull.
Yeah.
Or bunny ears.
Or
Tying your
Velcro.
shoes. Which
Why
one
are
is
we
it?
tying?
Are you loop, swoop, and pull, or are you a bunny ears?
I loop, swoop,
Two
and
very different
pull,
types of people in this world. There's loop, swoop, and pullers, and there's bunny ears.
but then I leave it. So I only have to do it once because Velcro isn't as fashionable these days. But most of the time I wear like heels. So
We'll tally that up.
So check it out. Look,
You said
see my boots?
Velcro. I'm going to high five you right there because fuck those both, right? Am I right?
That's right.
Am I right? One more time. Up high.
I missed. It's the blonde in me.
What's one thing in life that you thought mattered the most that now in hindsight you realize didn't matter at all? Maybe something when you're younger you put onus on, something that you thought was just, without this, the world is nothing. What would that be? Something you thought mattered so much that as you got older realized doesn't matter at all.
That one's hard. But it's a blanketed fucking answer. It's just material things. They really do not matter. I mean, as long as you've got a roof over your head and food to eat, it's irrelevant. Live your life, love your people, treat each other the way you want to be treated. That's what's going to carry you along to the end.
I'm surprised you didn't say math. High school math. No. Even though I think it does matter. I don't know why. I feel like somewhere down the line there's going to be a reason. No, because I don't know any of it. High school math. That's going to go with that one right there. Even though I loved it. I love numbers. One thing in life doesn't lie. It's a number. By the way, what's the favorite number?
Mine.
The favorite.
8675309.
The favorite. Okay, I fucked up. What's your favorite number? Does that sound better? Does that a little confusing? What's your favorite number?
8675309.
No.
And that is one number.
What's the best number?
8675309.
Okay. The best. The best number.
It.
What's the best one?
I got
all of them. There's a lot of them. Don't
it's
say
Jenny.
it yet. Think about it.
It's Jenny.
Best number.
That's the best
whatever.
number.
Right now.
Call her.
Think about it. What's
You
the
got
best
it.
number?
You got it.
Nope. Wrong. 5. 5 is the best number.
I'm right, you're wrong.
Just is.
Sorry.
Just is. It's
Oh,
only
that's
it's a
right.
number that like it's confused. It doesn't know what it's doing. It's going here. It's going here. It doesn't know where it's going. It's just wandering around it's like my father on a weed brownie, just
Take
like a
your 5 and
Roomba,
shove
just
it
bouncing into things.
in a box with the chimpanzee. Yeah, something like that. Eight
Okay,
six seven 5309.
moving on.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped my question. Sorry.
Drop the ball with that number. That's what you did.
If there's one person that you wish could hear you sing, or could see you do this in a year, if there's one person in your life, be it a musical influence, or maybe that you're like, man, I really wish this person could have heard me or could still hear me.
My dad. My dad, my stepdad, and my mom actually. They didn't get the chance. I didn't sing for a really long time, probably about 15 years, and they've all been gone now, about 5 years altogether, all three of them.
Did you come from a musical background? Is it like, did you grow up singing, or where did music really kind of, because obviously we're all here because music drives a lot part of our day, our enjoyment, our smiles. It calms the voices of many. Time travel in so many ways. There's not many things, maybe the sense of smell can take you back to a moment. You hear a lick from a song or like a voice or a note, and it could take you back to a time. When did you find that, was there someone in particular who introduced you to music?
My mom.
Maybe even like a band.
Bands, yes, but my mom. I used to go track her down at the bars when I was little. I lived in the city, and she would be at karaoke, and so I started singing with her when I was about 7 at karaoke at the bar. And it carried on throughout my teenage years, and then even as a younger adult. And yeah, my mom. I miss that. I miss that part. All right, you gotta say something. I don't want to cry. Come on, Jack.
Okay, now a hard-hitting one. And I'll give you a couple minutes of this one. What would you say your top 3 most influential bands, singers, albums, 3 different instances in life that were the most influential in the music for you? Whether as a first album you purchased, a first concert you saw, 3 moments in life, 3 bands, 3 singers, 3 things that kind of bookmarked periods of your life in music, or most influential to you with music.
First album
And
I
I
bought.
kind of overworded that.
Yeah, you did.
Like we could just go 3 most influential
Okay.
musicians
Yep.
or moments in music.
Overspeaking
or
again.
albums. I did it again. Carry on.
First album I bought was Mariah Carey's "Vision of Love." I think it was her first album, and boy, those high notes. Whew. And I was young. I was really young, probably 8 years old, but I could hit them. Can't anymore, but I could. And then I went to Ozfest, 2003. Yeah, and I saw everybody, and that was when I knew, okay, rock. That's where it's at. It was amazing. Rob Zombie and Ozzy and Seether, Chevelle, Disturbed. I mean, it was wait, it wasn't Disturbed. Who's the one that sings "Hit Let the Bodies Hit the Floor"? Because that dude died the night before. I was pissed. System of a Down. Oh my God, so good. And I couldn't believe that Ozzy sang so well. I mean, you couldn't understand a word he said when he talked, but when he sang,
I
perfect.
hope we're not just staring at each other right now, are we?
No.
Were you still talking?
Yeah, I'm still talking.
I hope so. Otherwise, I was just staring and you were staring.
Third.
And we were staring at each other, going like this. Where we're gonna go?
Influential third people.
Should I give you more time?
Yeah.
All right, move on.
It'd be Star
One
Maker.
last question.
It's not a person.
Do you feel good
it's-
about your answer there? I mean, I could stop
everybody
again.
here.
I just didn't know if we were staring at each other.
Come on.
But you couldn't even tell if my eyes were open. You could have thought I was just sleeping back there. I promise I wasn't. I was listening
I'll let
intensely.
you finish.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, I feel good about it too. All right, last question. Never mind. We got 2 more. I'm going to throw a bonus question in there.
Yeah.
Who is someone on the app? A singer, a friend, someone you heard on a list somewhere, maybe in a comp, a singer that you think that that you've been a big fan of, someone who are like, and I don't mean just your buddies, you know, your best friends, your besties, but I mean, is there someone who you like to listen to on the app in particular? You know, I think because there's incredible singers on here, and I'm very fortunate. I get, you know, I've always said you only strong is the company you keep, and I'm very fortunate I get to surround myself with titans. You know, and there's incredible talent here, and there's people I tell all the time I'm just massive fans of them musically. Is there anybody here that you're like, you love listening to the music?
Yeah, a lot. Well, you, of course. Incognito, so versatile, so really great. Tainty the Tickler, haven't seen her in forever, but man, that voice. Jenny, because she sings like a freaking angel. There's so many. Chinkleby, like for real. Whew. You hit the jackpot with that one, because every time she joins one of your songs, it's I love you, Jack, okay, but it's 10 times
now,
more powerful.
You did mention me, though, right? I mean, obviously, I couldn't hear. I'll have to
I want
rewatch
to rewind
that.
and
If you didn't mention me,
now.
I'm editing it out. You know, boy, I really love Old Man Jack. I'm just kidding. I mean, saying $5 gets a long way nowadays. Doesn't even get a foot long.
Insanely throwed. I forgot.
Sorry.
I got to put that in there. He'll yell at me later. But yeah.
All right. Last question.
I found him because of you.
This wasn't so bad, was it? Was that fun? You enjoyed yourself? Mm-hmm. Oh, did you say hi to Peter?
So far, hi, Peter.
Yeah, it's Peter. So. Pumpkin eater. Self-hating, self-prophecy, you know. Yes, he is a pumpkin, and he eats pumpkin.
He kind of looks like an onion. If he wasn't orange.
It's okay.
He heard me, didn't he? He really is an onion, isn't he?
If you could tell yourself, maybe, I don't know, maybe you've only been on the app for a short time, but if there's something you could give you a little bit of advice, something you could tell yourself when they first download the app, maybe something that would help, maybe something that you wish you didn't do, or, you know, in particular, what would you tell yourself when you first came onto the app to maybe help guide you in a different direction? Or was it nothing? Or you're like, fuck it, I've had a great time here. Everything's been amazing. Oh, profanity.
I would tell myself to try not to get so close to people. I've done a good job of that, and I've got my feelings hurt quite a few times now. And it hurts. It hurts. You build these relationships with people, and you think you know them, but you really don't know anybody. Because everybody kind of puts on a front, I think, when we come in here and we try to be the best versions of ourselves or a different version. I say this a lot. I'm one of the realists.
That sums it up. I mean, wouldn't you?
But
I mean, you know, it's a shame, though.
Be careful.
You know, we can't click our heels. But then again, if we could, you know, what would we be going back to? Hell, would it be the whole would it be a just chatting scenario? We're clicking our heels constantly, and that's why we end up here. Maybe we should stop clicking our heels and just, you know, bury your face in the sand and forget about it, like adults. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining and doing this. I hope you're still here. You know, if you are, say, type Jack of Diamonds in the chat, and I'll send you a prize.
Where's my prize?
Don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'll remember it.
I typed it.
I see Jack of Diamonds in there. And look, fuck yeah, you'll get a prize.
I'll do it again.
Could be a magical prize. Could be
I'm going to do it to this one.
Could be
I did it to your solo,
a brand new microwave. It's not going to be a microwave, but it could be something. So,
10-pound bag of $100 bills.
Thank you again for doing this. Obviously, do it again if you like. If you don't feel like you got a lot of it, but I'll be watching them. Yeah.
I hope you watch it.
I feel good about it. You feel good?
Sort of.
Great. Now get out.
Nervous.
Come on.
Get out. You invited me.
Lingerers. Got things not to do. Got to clean up around here.
Clean up.
What do you expect me to like live in some type of like underground travesty of cigarette butts and shame? Mistaken.
Cigarette butts. Where? Did the pumpkin
Thank you very much. Hopefully I'll see you back around, names scrolling across the screens, maybe get a chance to hear you sing or twice. But pleasure. If it's not profanity, then what the fuck is it?
What the fuck is it?
Oh my. After all that, it won't let me stop for 6 more minutes. So now we got to hang out here for 6 more minutes. I said my goodbyes. I stopped the thing. I even was like getting ready to like, you know, clean up the mess. But no, it says I pressed a little check mark. It says you can't stop this recording until 40 minutes are up. Thank God I didn't pick the 12-hour one.
Oh
Jesus. So tell me something. I mean, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Are you still here?
So I'm here.
Did you exit out? Wondering why I thought I exited out?
No, if you're here, I'm here. Fuck it. Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Here, if you want to throw a bonus, can you say where we met? I'm always kind of curious, you know.
You
Have we
were
met
the
before?
first live I ever
Where
checked
did
out.
we meet?
You were the first live, and
Don't lie,
I'm telling you.
because I'll know.
And it was on accident.
We
I had
haven't
no
met.
idea what a live was. I clicked the button. There you were,
What?
and you were singing
That was a bit indulgent.
Tracy Chapman. Give me one reason.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I was fucked up, real fucked up.
Live and learn, I guess, you know.
I joined the duet with you.
So we have approximately 4.5 minutes.
I
so
look
this
like
one will be for
crap.
4.5
Sounded like
minutes.
crap.
Do you have any special skills? Anything?
I play
Can you
piano.
juggle?
Ooh, I can do
Can you
this with my
juggle?
thumb. Hold on, wait.
If you can fucking juggle, pause this thing right now. Go grab 3 things to juggle and juggle
Can
for
you
me
do
right
that?
now. Because I like literally, I'm dead serious. I have a massive affinity for juggling. Anyone, like people who know, or if you could do a Rubik's cube, if you could do a Rubik's cube, or if you can juggle, I'll let you pause this thing, go get all your gear, practice up a little bit, get limber, and come back in. Do you have any special talents? I mean, you could sing. It'd be a bit difficult,
You
but you
just
can
said
if you like
Rubik's
to.
Cube.
But yeah, is there
And-
anything like? Are you really good at like pin the tail on the
just showed
donkey,
you.
or
I thought.
have you never lost a battleship?
No, I
Board
play
game,
piano and I
battle,
sing. I'm pretty
ship.
good at those. I think sometimes.
Connect 4.
Not that good, but I tried. But you said Rubik's
Am I
Cube,
paused?
and that reminded me of
All right, so this is what
the
we're gonna do.
video I found with you
don't
and
talk
J
over your
Law
time.
and Incognito, and something about Rubik's
gonna sit
Cube
here.
testicles
Or over there, or over there,
at McDonald's.
and give you open floor. Floor's open.
Okay.
You have approximately 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Do what you want.
All right.
But if you fucking pull your dick out, I swear to God,
You've got those too, huh?
if I see any dicks in this part, we're gonna have issues. Issues. Okay?
God, I wish I had a
ladies,
dick to
have
show
deal
you
with
right
that
now.
shit.
I
Guys,
really did.
you're fucking gross. Profanity. Talents
Guys are
away.
fucking
No dicks.
gross. No dicks. I wrote a parody to She Talks to Angels about that. It says she talks to robots because they don't send dick pics. Yeah, something like that. Did he leave? He left. You're still, hi.
Is there any dicks in here? Fucking
Just
better not be
yours.
profanity.
Just
Peter,
yours.
I'm talking to you. Put that thing away. It's orange and weird looking.
Jack, I can't with you. I can't. So my birthday is this Sunday, March the 10th. And I don't have any friends because I don't know anybody. So Jack, if you want to be my friend that
Are
day,
you still doing your
come
talent?
say hi.
That's a game you can't play here. That's a 2-player game. Doesn't even make sense. Are you great at trivia? Well, that would just be answering
little
questions that
bit.
you're reading. So that's
We
not
should
trivia.
do Would You Rather. They need. Oh, I wish we could do card. What is it? Cards Against Humanities. Wait. Oh God. Stone. Sorry. How much weed do? Never mind. We're not talking
You have
about
2
weed.
minutes.
I know
2
you
minutes
keep
out.
interrupting me.
Okay, I want to see the last 2 minutes.
No,
Stub my toe.
I overtalk
Profanity.
because I get nervous sometimes and I say the wrong
Go on.
things.
Talent.
I'm telling you.
Talent away.
You want me to do it again?
Are you juggling right now?
No.
you
No, but
Rubik's
I
cubing
can-
right
here,
now?
I'll show you one more
You
time.
balancing
Right,
something?
right, and my fingers.
Are you staring at me?
There's my talent.
Is that a baby crying? Did I do that? Did I make the baby
Only
cry?
when I fist it.
It's not my baby. I mean, shake it. You know, it loves you.
Yes.
My dad used to
Don't shake the
shake it till
baby.
I love you.
Don't shake the baby.
Oh,
Oh, I'm funny. That's
Yeah,
a
you're
talent,
funny.
right? I'm kind of a meme queen.
sorry. Carry on.
Yep, I got the best memes in the world. I'm
Choose that card. that card?
Insanely
That
Throwed
one
gets
right
most of his from me. Well,
No.
not most. I don't know. A good bit of them. Because I send them like every day.
Okay.
I search them out. Do you want some of my memes? They're good.
One in your left hand.
Oh, I can do it with that one too. See,
I think it went back a little bit.
it doesn't go back as far though.
So I know it might have erased it, but where we left off, you were doing a magic trick, and you told me to get an orange, and I didn't have one. Yeah. Yeah. And I picked the card in your left hand.
Is that how you? Is that how you
And
got
I told
the?
you I have some
the
rainbow
lemon back
sherbet.
there, the
I'll get on my
onion
fridge.
that's pretending to be a pumpkin.
So,
Ooh,
now what?
what's that? I just had some Blue Dream ice
sherbet.
cream.
Open the sherbet.
Can't figure out what it tastes. What it
Oh
tastes like.
my! Is this your card?
How'd you know?
It is. The Jack of Diamonds, where we started from the very beginning. Now, if you post Jack of Diamonds down at the comments right there, you win a special prize. That means you stayed the whole time.
I'm getting a microwave, guys.
You had a Jack of Diamonds in my rainbow sherbet. That's not sanitary. It's against health code regulations. And you know my body is my temple. Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that? Jesus Christ, you guys,
my
goddamn bomb raids around here. I guess we're out of here, guys. Grab all your things. Time to go for the fire.